the way, was released yesterday. Very Dark Man, he's popularly known as. But it raises questions, fundamental questions about, the state of the rule of law. Because people will say, how is it possible that somebody is just taken away, by ostensibly by security agencies? This time around, we understand it was the EFCC, and no charge was brought against the gentleman.
Right. So two things that I'd like to address. So governors have a lot of role to play in rule of law, and I'll give you an example. So while I was working with the former vice president, he was particularly concerned about the issue of justice, and he says to me that, look, if justice is not the cornerstone of governance, it's a complete waste of time. Because if people don't see justice, they don't care what else you are doing, and it's so correct. So when we were trying to, sort out the issues of insecurity, especially in the middle, in North Central, another part of the country, it turns out that a lot of the people that are arrested for these attacks, so-called then communal clashes, they will be released. They arrest them today. Somebody will call the DPO, will say, well, I have a call, to release this guy from all of the stuff. So the vice president then said that, look, he needs to talk to the attorney generals in the states that, look, these are crimes that are within the legal ramifications of the state. You have to go after them, as attorney general, you must be the one driving the state. A lot of that is not happening. A lot of people are just sitting there and saying, look, you know what, I'm not the one that is going to be the one to be chest out, and stick my name.
I'm not going to be the hero.
Exactly. So then it's a lot of that is going on, and it's at the state level.
The second part, very quickly.
Yeah, the second part, about, very dark man, is that it tells you where we have dropped as a people, that very dark man has become the oasis of people who seek justice in the system but can't find it. It's terrible that it is very dark man that has become where people see hope. It tells you what has happened to our law enforcement agencies. And I know in EFCC that you have a gentleman, the chairman, Mr. Luka, excellent. He knows what he's doing. But the public affairs of EFCC is below par. You cannot go and arrest a very dark man and leave it to people to fill the vacuum as to why. The basic thing about public communication is that you must be in front of the news. If you're going to pick a very dark man, you must be the one to tell us, we have picked him for this and this and this. That way, you control the narrative. You don't go and pick very dark man. The EFCC public affairs people did not put out the information. So it comes back to what I said. That very dark man, because of this kind of inefficiencies in our system, has become the oasis of justice. It's so sad.
Well, Mr. Laolu Akonde, this is currently where we are. It's not a very bright place to end it, but what is your own take on this? Thank you so much for coming on the program. Mr. Laolu Akonde is a former presidential aide. Well, that's where we wrap it up on today's Thursday's edition of Sunrise Daily. Thank you so much for being a part of our program today.